Hey everybody, welcome to Wonderful Relationship. Relationships are amazing, right? Like finding a lost French fry in your bag? That kind of amazing. But sometimes, figuring out what someone's thinking is like trying to assemble furniture with only the picture on the box, confusing and potentially hilarious. So today, we're diving into a fascinating topic: decoding her signals, how to read a woman's body language like a pro. Get ready to become body language detectives because understanding these subtle hints can make all the difference. 1. The importance of understanding body language. You know, we talk about talking, right? But sometimes it's not about the words coming out of our mouths, but everything else that's going on. Body language, it's a universal language we all speak, even if we don't realize it. Think about it. A raised eyebrow, a playful touch, even the way someone stands can reveal a whole lot about what they're thinking and feeling. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a human lie detector or anything, but understanding body language, especially when you're trying to build a connection with someone, can be a game changer. It's like having a secret decoder ring, helping you understand the hidden messages behind her words. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to decode the fascinating world of female body language. 2. The window to her soul. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? And let me tell you, that couldn't be truer when it comes to understanding a woman's body language. Eye contact is like that first, exhilarating plunge on a roller coaster. It sets the tone for the whole ride. Now, a woman who's interested, she's going to give you those long, lingering looks, the kind that make you forget what you were even talking about. But here's the catch. Not all eye contact is created equal. A quick glance, a fleeting moment of eye contact, that could just be her being polite, acknowledging your existence in a crowded room. But sustained eye contact, the kind that lingers a little longer than usual, that's when you know you've caught her attention. And hey, if her eyes are sparkling while she's looking at you, well, that's just a bonus point, my friend. Just maybe avoid the whole staring contest thing, okay? We're going for charming, not creepy. 3. Genuine or just being polite? You know what's better than a warm, sunny day? A genuine smile. And when a woman flashes you that heart-melting grin, it can make your day. Am I right? But just like with eye contact, not all smiles are created equal. There's a big difference between a polite social smile and a genuine heartfelt one. A polite smile? Think of it like the "I'm just browsing" of smiles. A genuine smile, on the other hand, is like fireworks on the 4th of July. It lights up her whole face, her eyes sparkle, and you can't help but smile back. So how can you tell the difference? Pay attention to her eyes, my friend. A genuine smile will crinkle the corners of her eyes, creating those little lines we all know and love, laughter lines. 4. Open and inviting or closed off? Now, let's talk about posture, because how someone carries themselves can tell you a lot about how they're feeling. When a woman is interested, she'll unconsciously mirror your movements and position herself in a way that says, "I'm open to this conversation," and maybe even a little bit to you. If she's got an open posture, facing you with her arms uncrossed, it's like she's rolled out the welcome mat, inviting you into her space. But if her arms are crossed, her shoulders hunched, and she's angled away from you, well, that's her body's way of saying, "Not interested, please move along." Remember, body language is all about subtle cues, and posture is a big one. So next time you're talking to a woman, take note of how she's positioned. Is she leaning in, eager to catch every word? Or is she creating distance, like she'd rather be somewhere else? 5. Animated and expressive or playing it cool? You know how some people talk with their hands? Turns out hands can be incredibly expressive, almost like little dancers narrating the conversation. Now, if she's using her hands while she's talking to you, gesturing, touching her hair, or even just fiddling with her jewelry, it's a good sign. It means she's engaged in the conversation, she's comfortable, and she's letting her guard down. On the other hand, if her hands are glued to her sides or she's constantly fidgeting like she'd rather be somewhere else, Well, that might be a sign that she's not feeling it. Remember, everyone uses hand gestures differently, but generally speaking, the more animated and expressive her hand movements, the more engaged and interested she is. So keep an eye on those hands. They might just reveal her true feelings. 6. Where do they point? Okay, this one might sound a little strange, but trust me on this. Feet, yes, feet, can be surprisingly revealing when it comes to body language. When a woman is interested in you, her feet will naturally point towards you, like little arrows saying, "Hey, you're the one I'm focused on." But if her feet are pointing away from you, towards the door, or even towards someone else in the room, well, that might be a sign that her mind is already planning her escape route. And hey, if she crosses her legs and points her knees in your direction, that's like a double whammy of interest, my friend. So next time you're chatting with a woman, take a discreet glance at her feet. Are they pointed towards you, inviting you closer? Or are they angled away like she's ready to make a run for it? 7. The chameleon effect of attraction. You ever notice how sometimes when you're really vibing with someone, you start to unconsciously mimic their movements? Like if they take a sip of their drink, you find yourself reaching for yours too? Well, that's called mirroring, and it's a surefire sign of connection and attraction. And when a woman is interested in you, she'll subtly mirror your body language too. If you lean in, she'll lean in. If you cross your legs, she might do the same. Now, mirroring isn't about mimicking every single move. That's just creepy. It's about those subtle, unconscious movements that create a sense of harmony between two people. So next time you're with a woman you're interested in, pay attention to how she responds to your movements. 8. The power of physical contact. All right, let's talk about touch, because physical contact, even the most fleeting, can speak volumes. Now, I'm not talking about anything inappropriate here, just those light, casual touches that can send shivers down your spine. A gentle touch on the arm, a playful nudge, even a brush of the hands. These are all signs that she's comfortable with you and might even be interested in something more. Think about it. Touch is a powerful way to create intimacy and connection. And when a woman initiates physical contact, it means she's breaking down those physical barriers and letting you into her personal space. But here's the thing. Context is everything. A touch on the arm in a crowded bar might just be her way of getting your attention, while a lingering touch on the hand during a conversation could be a sign of something more. So, pay attention to her touch, but don't read too much into every little gesture. 9. Nodding in agreement or tilting in curiosity. You know how a simple nod can speak volumes? It's like the universal sign for "I'm listening, tell me more." Well, head movements, just like every other body language cue we've talked about, can reveal a lot about a woman's interest level. Now, if she's nodding along while you're talking, it means she's engaged in the conversation, she's processing what you're saying, and she's encouraging you to continue. And if she tilts her head to the side while you're talking, that's a sign of curiosity and interest. But if she's constantly looking away, avoiding eye contact, or her head movement seems stiff and unnatural, well, that might be a sign that she's bored, disinterested, or just not feeling it. Remember, body language is all about reading those subtle cues, and head movements are no exception. So pay attention to how she moves her head while you're talking. Is she nodding along, engaged and interested, or is she looking for the nearest exit? 10. Reading the whole picture. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here, folks, from eye contact to feet direction, but here's the most important thing to remember. Context is key. Just like you wouldn't wear a swimsuit to a formal dinner, you can't interpret body language in isolation. Think of it like this. A raised eyebrow could mean a million different things depending on the situation. It could be skepticism, surprise, amusement, or even just a sign that someone needs their glasses adjusted. You gotta consider the whole picture, the environment, the conversation, and the individual. Body language is the same way. It's just one piece of the puzzle. So, while it's helpful to understand the individual cues, don't get too caught up in trying to decipher every little gesture. Trust your gut, pay attention to the overall vibe, And remember that everyone expresses themselves differently. Well, there you have it, folks. You are now officially equipped with the knowledge to decode even the most subtle of female body language cues. Remember, understanding these unspoken signals can make all the difference in your relationships, helping you build stronger connections and avoid those awkward misunderstandings. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's spread the love and help everyone become body language masters. And hey, if you have any questions or there's a topic you'd like us to cover next, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, communication is key, so keep those conversations flowing, both verbal and nonverbal. See you in the next video.